was a beautiful race, but I suffered a lot because I had a very bad crash. I still have a scar on my Achilles from that crash, from the chain ring. And yeah, I was pretty bad, and we had like a double stage. And in afternoon, no, that was the day after. I think we had double stage. I came like dead last, and I was like having stomach problems. And then the afternoon was time trial. And it was just like 1 week of like getting through every day differently, and in the end I managed to get on top 10 in the last stage, I think, so I was pretty happy with that, but otherwise it was a pretty terrible week for me.
So not the very best souvenir of your life.
No, but I was still in great racing, I remember, and it's a good area to race.
We hope you will have a better week.
I hope so.
Tadej, Lucien Pagnon for Keystone SDA. How do you feel before your first stage race this season, the 2026 season? Like, are you a bit scared about?
I mean, I don't say I'm scared, but I'm excited to start with stage racing now, and it was quite long period now from Strade to Liège, a lot of training for each separate goal, and now start to focus on stage racing, and I think it's pretty good to start with Tour de Romandie. I never done before, and I'm really looking forward to start racing.
You have to win a few extra weight in order to be fit.
Sorry?
You had to win a bit of extra weight in order to win all these classics. Now, do you think that these extra kilos could a bit hold you back during this Tour de Romandie? Or?
I don't know. We will see. No, I think yesterday in Liège was pretty. I was still bit, I would say I gained a bit more muscle through this period from November to now. But I think even yesterday was a lot of climbing, so I was feeling really good on the times, pushed good power, and I'm pretty optimistic that even with 1 kilo or 2 kilo more, it should be, as long as I feel good and powerful, I think it doesn't matter so much these 2 kilos if it's muscle. Of course, if we just 2 kilos of extra fat, then would not be the best, but the muscle is always welcome.
Interpress adesso di Sanzio. Tadej, how you explain your versatility this year?
My what?
Your versatility.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I raced not so many races. So for every race I had time to focus and prepare mentally, physically, and get really set goal for each race, and then after the race was always just enough time to reset and rethink for the next one.
J'avais fait la liberté. The Tour de Romandie is one of the few races that you've never won so far. How much does it matter to you to be part of that history?
Now every race that I start, I want to win, and this is no secret that we want to win here in Romandie as well, and we will try our best. Of course, every race is different and difficult to fight for win. We will see how it will go through the week, and if I don't win, it's not gonna be the end of the world. And I will give my best to try and also get through the Romandie in my palmarès, and no hard feelings.
Does this year's course suit you? would you say?
Yeah, I think it's pretty hard race. I was when in December we set for Tour de Romandie. I was hoping it's gonna be 2 time trials like normally, one prologue, 1 time trial, but it's just prologue, so I'm a bit it's one less big challenge in this race without another TT. I was quite looking forward to just test myself a bit because I don't do so many time trials. But yeah, the parcours suits me really well, so it's gonna be, if everything goes well, should be fun with.
Do you already know which stages you will attack or try something?
First tomorrow prologue, all out for 3 kilometers. It's gonna be really painful for the legs and lungs. But then, yeah, I think we will go more or less from day to day. I think every day is good chance to attack. But I think also other teams are thinking the same because there's so many opportunities through the week to even surprise attack maybe, and we'll see. But every stage looks pretty decent to give it a shot.
RTS. How high is your motivation? Is the same to win a stage in the little Tour de Romandie or a stage in Tour de France?
No, Tour de France is much bigger to win the stage, of course, but also in any other race, Tour de Romandie or Tadej Pogacar criterium to win is always fantastic, and any victory is how we say, it comes from hard work and dedication. So also to win for myself in Tour de Romandie could be a big thing. So but if you compare it to Tour de France, of course, everybody will say stage in Tour de France would be more important.
But you seem very happy when you win.
Yeah,
every race,
because it's so hard to win, and always I don't do so many races also, and then when I go to a race, expectations are high, and I want to deliver, and in cycling is very hard to. I mean, in any sport it's hard to win. So for every win that there is, you must be happy, I think.
And if I can, how to manage your popularity? There will be a lot of kids, of people, more than another Tour de Romandie. How do you manage that? For you, it's something natural?
No, I don't think it's something that is natural for any I would say famous person. I don't think that's natural that people are such a big fans and they recognize you everywhere, and you get a lot of attention. I don't think that's natural, but I think when I see happy kids, today we had one nice moment in Lausanne with a few kids. They were so excited to see us as a team there, and we had some nice selfies together, and it was a nice moment. But sometimes then also when you want some private moment of your life, it's hard to get. But I think you kind of need to get used to it and be grateful for every fan you have. And I think in cycling is still this. If you're popular in cycling, it's still very nice, I think, because it's not that big of a sport as football, for example. I think the fan base is quite nice, I would say.
More questions?
Vincent Rally Fribourg. Are you a bit disappointed that Paul Sexas is not taking part in this race?
I don't know. There's other riders as well taking part of this race, and I'm not disappointed on his program. He do what he needs to do, and yeah, I think in the future we will race against each other more times for sure. So.
And who do you think is going to be your biggest opponent this year? I mean, for this race.
Yeah, there's some big names. I think all the teams have at least one rider that wants to go for GC victory, and I think the most big name like Primož Roglič, he will be. We didn't race against each other for a long time, like in a 1 week race, so it's gonna be pretty cool to race against Primož, and we will see the rest of the field as well. I think it's gonna be, there's a lot of good climbers here, and a lot of chances for young riders to shine as well, so we will see.
Claude from German Swiss TV. Since you turned pro at Team Emirates, you just raced 2 times in Switzerland. First in Lugano, first year I think, and then of course the World Championship in Zurich. Are there reasons for that you never raced more in Switzerland?
There's not many races.
Yes,
Romandie
that's true.
Swiss, and one time I did Giro, and I always do the Tour. 2 times I did to Slovenia, or 3, I don't remember. Yeah, then it's just like the program is like contradicting. I do always the Ardennes. It's hard to come from Ardennes if you do Amsterdam, Liège, and Liège. Then it's hard to do Romandie. One time I had broken wrist. It's just like then it's Dauphiné 1 year. It's just you need to pick the calendar, and it's finally time for Swiss races this year. I do Romandie and for the Swiss later, so yeah, I'm looking forward because it's beautiful to race in Swiss. I did many trainings already around Swiss, and yeah, I'm looking forward for these both 2 races.
Yeah, hang on.
Do you really need to already race a stage race? Need physically to get used to the rhythm maybe, and need mentally to get used to the protocol, etc. In terms of thinking about preparation and Tour de France, or?
I wouldn't say it's necessary to race now. I could also stay home and just train and rest and train. The team also pays me to race and have a race day, so I cannot just stay all year at home and come to the tour. But yeah, I like to race, so, and sometimes it's hard to train for a long period as well. So it's nice to have a stage race like Tour de Romandie now at this point, and then start building up for the tour.
Any final questions?
This year you have choose Switzerland to make team setup for the Tour de France. It's your personal choice, or it's a gift to La Roujanic?
No, it's in December. We always sit down, each rider with the sport director team, and decide their program. And more or less in December we already know who's gonna ride the tour. But I can have my opinion. But if the coaches, the sport directors listen to me, it's one thing. And but they see from other side, they have different point of view on which riders we should take. So it's always like more heads there is, there's more knowledge, so more input there is, better we can put together the team for the tour, and this year is like this, and so it's always the best riders from the team that goes to the tour.
Any more questions?
this is the first milestone before in your preparation for the Tour de France. What kind of answer are you looking for this week?
I will look for good sensation, of course, and to have a good time with the guys. We had already a nice day today, and tomorrow is prologue. It's a little bit different again, protocol and preparation. Just search for more experiences as well, and try to have good likes in all the stages, and see if the training so far was good.
Okay, last questions.
And just speaking a bit more about yesterday, you said about Paul that you think that he was one of the stronger riders you've ever seen. Would you say is he more impressive than you were at his age, or that Mathieu or Remco were at his age?
Definitely more impressive than me. When I was his age, I was still under 23. I was in continental team, so there was a big gap, I think, in the level between me as 19 years old and him. So I think he's very impressive. I think Remco was also at 19 also super impressive. So maybe if you compare Remco is 19 years old and Paul Sexas, maybe they have both win so many races at World Tour professional level already. But what Paul showed yesterday was really impressive.
Is it good news for you to have such a competitor come in?
I mean, it's good news. For sure, it's a challenge for the next years to stay in this level for me, or I will have to improve. We will see in the next years to come, next races to come, where he will show himself. But I think, I think he will still improve a bit, and will be good motivation for everybody else to follow him.